In this video we will talk about cure skin cancer with natural treatment. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified when we upload new videos daily. Cure skin cancer natural supplements alternative treatment. Did you know the majority of your sun exposure occurs before the age of 18, but can take years to surface as skin cancer? Get the information you need to participate in your care and recovery. Beauty is only skin deep. But skin cancer goes much deeper. Teens' quest for beauty not worth the cancer risk. We think that this occurs only to the people of the mother's age, but it occurs to the teenagers also. Skin cancer can be cured at its initial stage with the treatment and the precautions that are to be followed when suggested by the physician. But it goes deeper if it is abandoned for some period after its appearance. So we should be careful enough and take care of our skin. Skin cancer occurs mainly in people with fair skin, light eyes, and those who tend to freckle or burn easily during and after exposure to the sunlight. A history of 3 or more sunburns, particularly blistering sunburns, before age 20, greatly increases risk. A history of severe sunburns in childhood and adolescence may actually double the risk of melanoma in adulthood. Ultraviolet, UV, radiation from the sun is the main cause of skin cancer. Energy from the sun actually is a form of radiation. It consists of visible light and other rays that people can't see. Invisible infrared radiation, for instance, makes sunlight feel hot. UV also is invisible and causes sunburn and suntan. UV rays damage DNA, the genetic material that makes up genes. Genes control the growth and overall health of skin cells. If the genetic damage is severe, a normal skin cell may begin to grow in the uncontrolled, disorderly way of cancer cells. UV also can cause sunburn and other damage that makes the skin look prematurely old and wrinkled. 2 kinds of rays exist in ultraviolet radiation: invisible rays in sunlight that cause suntan, sunburn, premature skin aging, and most cases of skin cancer. Ultraviolet A, UVA. Ultraviolet B, UVB. Some cases of skin cancer, however, may be hereditary and run in families. In those cases, skin cancer is caused by abnormal genes that children inherit from their parents. Genes make parents and children look somewhat alike. They also make them likely to get some of the same diseases. Anyone can get skin cancer. Although most cases occur in people over age 50 with fair skin, it can develop in younger people and those with dark skin. In general, an individual's lifetime exposure to UV light determines his risk. Certain individuals have a risk that is higher than the rest of the population. Included are people who have light skin that freckles easily and tends to burn rather than tan. Individuals with blonde or red hair and blue or light gray eyes often have fair skin. Live in geographic regions closer to the equator, where sunlight is strongest. Work outdoors or spend lots of time in leisure activities in the sun. Already have had skin cancer. These individuals must take great care to minimize UV exposure and follow other preventive measures. An adult's risk of skin cancer may be decided during childhood. Most people get the majority of their lifetime sun exposure before reaching 18 years of age. Skin cancer first appears as a growth or abnormal accumulation of cells. It sometimes takes the form of a sore or pimple that does not heal. Cancer can occur on almost area of the skin, but is most common on areas often exposed to the sun. Skin cancer usually is painless. The most common indications are 1. A new growth on the skin. 2. A change in an existing skin growth. 3. A sore that does not heal. Not all changes in the skin are symptoms of skin cancer. Most moles and other growths are harmless and do not need to be removed. Moles that are unattractive, or in areas where they are constantly irritated by clothing, can be removed by a doctor. The average person has dozens of moles and other skin growths that are benign or cancerous, a growth that does not spread to other parts of the body or damage normal tissue, or non-cancerous. They include birthmarks or congenital nevi, acquired moles, liver spots or solar lentiginous, seborrheic keratosis, acquired cherry angiomas, skin tags, actinic keratosis. Doctors often measure the success of cancer treatment in terms of the 5-year survival rate. A person usually is considered to be cured if he or she is alive and without any trace of skin cancer 5 years after first being diagnosed. The chances of a cure depend on many factors, including how early the disease was diagnosed and effectively treated. People who are treated for skin cancer should see their doctor for regular follow-up visits. Follow-up visits allow the doctor to check the tumor site to make sure that the cancer has not come back in the same place, or recurred. If it does recur, additional treatment will be needed. The individuals who have developed skin cancer once have a higher risk for the disease in other skin sites. Therefore, it is very important for these individuals to have regular medical checkups, examine their skin regularly, and take sun exposure precautions. The individuals who have developed skin cancer once have a higher risk for the disease in other skin sites. Therefore, it is very important for these individuals to have regular medical checkups, examine their skin regularly, and take sun exposure precautions. Preventing cancer is preferable than treating it. Treatment for skin cancer depends on several factors including the stage of the cancer, whether or not it has spread, type of cancer, size and location, and the patient's general health. Depending on these factors, treatment may include surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, and/or photodynamic therapy, uses drug and certain kind of laser light to kill cancer cells. The best treatment options should be discussed with your physician. The goal of treating skin cancer is to destroy or remove the cancer completely with minimal scarring of your skin. Your treatment options for the disease depend on a number of factors, including the location of the lesion on the skin and the type and stage of the cancer, how far it has spread. Generally, the treatment for skin cancer will depend on the following: the thickness of your cancer, whether or not it has spread to deeper levels of your skin or other areas of your body, the mitotic index, an indication of how quickly the cancer cells are growing and reproducing, the number of regional lymph nodes involved, ulceration or bleeding at the primary site, microscopic satellites, spreading of pigment from the mole to surrounding skin, your age and general health. The following steps are recommended to protect the skin and to prevent skin cancer. Cover up tightly woven clothing at blocking out sun and keeping it from damaging the skin. Use sunscreens by frequently apply sunscreen with a sun protection factor, SPF. Wear a hat. A wide-brimmed hat is better because it will protect the ears, neck, eyes, forehead, nose and scalp. Wear UV-absorbent sunglasses. Even inexpensive sunglasses can be effective. Limit sun exposure. The rays of the sun are the strongest, and thus cause the most damage, between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Avoid tanning beds. Tanning beds are not a safe way to get a tan because they expose the skin to UV radiation, just like the sun does. Checking medications. Some prescription drugs can increase your sensitivity to sunlight, putting you at greater risk for sunburn. I hope you found some useful information and tips. I look forward to hearing from you. Warning: none of the information on our videos is a substitute for a diagnosis and treatment by your health professional.